Hi, so here's my presentation from today. It's the first lesson of my unit, which is a multicultural focus on Thanksgiving. So instead of teaching the normal stories we hear about, the Pilgrims and the Indians being friends, is perpetuated by settler colonialist narratives and by white supremacist power structures. This is kind of more focused on what we can learn from Indigenous people's perspectives and their cultural teachings. So this first lesson is based on the Native American medicine wheel, which is a four-colored wheel with white representing the mind, yellow representing the spirit, red representing the emotions we feel, and black representing the body. And it's sort of like a self check-in with where the kids are at expressed through art. So I thought this would be a good segue into a unit that is prioritizing these themes before we actually dive into heavy history and hearing some of these perspectives and dealing with difficult history. So they're going to start out by participating in a group discussion, sharing where they're from and what they know about the Indigenous people that used to live there. And then they will be kind of bouncing ideas off of each other in this group discussion, comparing, contrasting their knowledge and opinions and beliefs. And then they're going to be introduced to that medicine wheel idea and how Indigenous people have used this wheel throughout history to check in with themselves and others in the community, and where they sit with things like nature, just connections to others. So they will learn about the colors and how colors can symbolize these sorts of things, and they'll also watch a video about this, and then they'll reflect on what they learned about the medicine wheels in their journals and use it as a time to self-reflect on themselves and to check in with those four aspects the wheel covers. And then they will turn that entry into any kind of art they choose. I wanted to prioritize student choice for the sake of accessibility, and also for, since we are talking about multiple perspectives, I want this to be personal for each kid. So they can draw, they can dance, they can make a rap, they can anything that they feel like they can express themselves through and how they're feeling through. And so that's just the main goal of the project, and that will also serve as the first formative assessment of the unit. There will be two formative assessments and one summative at the end. It was a social studies geography focused content area, and tying into that overall big idea of what can we learn about ourselves and where we're from, and our connection to place through the teachings of Native Americans. So yeah, that's my first lesson. Thanks for listening.